All right, welcome live to another great episode of Wesam's World every Thursday on IW Radio, 3 p.m. Pacific time. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell icon. If you're listening live, tweet at us. We'd love to hear from you. And I'm really excited for today's show. Good blast from the past. I ruined that. Blast from the past with writer, comedian Jake Mckenzie. How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Good, man. Thanks for coming on.
Oh, thanks for having.
Yeah, we just reconnected recently. It was nice.
Yeah. We go way back to high school.
High school days.
Mm-hmm.
You were 3 grades lower than me.
Right.
Yeah. And you've been writing. You've been doing comedy here, and you lived in L.A. for a little bit. You went to Chicago. You're back in L.A.
Mm-hmm.
Life's going good?
Yeah. So far, so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nice sunny day here in L.A. Palm trees waving in the wind.
Yeah. I got to say this is one of my favorite things about you. I can be a silly goose around you and can just giggle. And I really, really like that.
Yeah. It's goose times.
It's goose times.
Mm.
Big goose times. I have that with Peyton as well. And it's nice. There's a couple news things I want to get out of the way first.
Okay.
Which just brought me a lot of happiness just of how insane they are.
Okay.
And so the first one is this. This is from Hard Factor News, Instagram. And this is what happened. We have decided that this is a statement put out by a band. We have decided to part ways with our vocalist Diego due to admission of very disturbing and concerning behavior towards one of our band members and their partner. He has admitted to being obsessed with said partner and has been attempting to sabotage their relationship by cutting pre-workout he frequently gifts from his job with high amounts of estrogen in them. He has been attempting to force a transition onto him for the last 5 months and hopes that he would give him the opportunity to swoop in once he looks stronger and more manly in comparison.
Wow.
That is psychotic.
Yeah. So he's trying to make his bandmate ingest estrogen, become more womanly, and then he's going to swoop in and take that bandmate's partner?
Yeah.
Okay.
In an attempt to look more manly than him.
Yeah.
There's got to be charges filed against something like that, making somebody take a hormone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely a felony.
Yeah.
To suggest somebody with a drug.
I mean, these are the types of stories I love as an actor because there are so many steps removed from me and them. So I'm trying to think, what are the steps needed for me to get to that point where I'm like, okay, I can get away with this. I'm going to turn him into a girl.
Yeah.
Like, what? That is crazy to say out loud.
Yeah. And what if it backfires? You get a crush on your bandmate that's turned into a girl. Not like, his partner doesn't look as good by comparison. You're like, hey, man, fucking my homie over here. That's the risk you run.
I didn't even think about that. He falls in love with his friend. Oh, he gets married. What if it happens?
His partner is left in the lurch. It's sad for her.
Oh my god, that's crazy. Oh my god, man. Oh my gosh, wow, we're starting off strong. Whew. All right, we had to get some stuff out of our system too before the show started, which was good.
Yeah. It was good to shake off some giggles.
That's true. What's bringing you joy nowadays, Jake?
What's bringing me joy? I don't know. I'm playing my guitar more. That's always fun. Do you play any instruments?
Yeah. Guitar, a little bit of piano.
Okay.
But I just play enough if I had to fake it for an audition.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't actively play on a consistent basis.
Yeah. I'm not very good, but when somebody's playing guitar in a movie, I like to watch and see if I think they're actually doing it or if they're not,
Yeah.
Michael J. Fox in Back to the Future is kind of all over the place until you punch into the close-up that, hey, he can do it in the close-up, but he can't do it in the wide.
That's movie magic, baby.
Yeah.
something else that I know brings you joy is these wonderful cooking videos that you do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think, Peyton, have you seen them? No. Yeah, the latest one was a pink lemonade jelly sandwich.
Yeah. That was an idea that just like popped into my head, pink lemonade jelly. And so I wanted to try to make it, so I invented a recipe. It goes great on a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's not for everybody, but if the concept of a very sour peanut butter and jelly sandwich sounds good to you, then you'll like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We did something on the show way back where Peyton, we did these crazy sandwiches where we were inspired basically by this TikTok account, I believe, right, Peyton?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He would roll D&D dice to make a sandwich, and he did this every single day. And the sandwich he made, it was something we really wanted to try because it's an abomination. But he ate it, and he went, it's not bad. And he gave it a 9 out of 10. It is Italian bread. You're going to put goat cheese on it. You're going to put spicy mayo on it.
Okay.
You're going to put peanut butter on it. And then you're gonna put some avocado spread on that, some lettuce, and then there was one more thing that I forgot. There was one more thing, but we had it. I really enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
You liked it, but then you said no after.
You
stopped. Had like a 180. Yeah, you liked it in the moment, but then you were like, no.
Yeah.
It dawned on you what you were eating, and I think that turned you away from it.
Yeah, I think I was really hungry. Because I wanted to go into it hungry, and so yeah. But it's a good concept for a TikTok account. I think it's very clever.
Yeah, I can see that sandwich being good. Like the peanut butter is the weirdest part because I think we think of peanut butter as a dessert thing, but it's really like pretty savory. You can like, and when they first invented it, they recommended peanut butter and bacon sandwiches before somebody had the idea for peanut butter and jelly. And yeah, what's the problem? You know, you can make ramen noodles, put a spoonful of peanut butter in that, and mix it up. It turns into kind of a peanut sauce. Lots of savory things you can do with peanut butter.
Thai food does a lot with peanuts too.
Yeah,
which I like. I'm a big peanut guy. I forget. Do you have allergies, Jake?
No.
Okay. Peanut. Oh my God! I called Peyton just now. Peanut. This has been bad this week.
You're making fun of my peanut allergy. I don't have a peanut.
You don't
allergy.
have a peanut allergy.
I don't have any allergies.
Guys, I've been exhausted this week, and I've been slipping up. Like words have been being switched. I feel like I'm a little drunk. I don't know what's going on. I think I'm overworked, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
I'm exhausted.
Yeah, take a mental health day. Go sit by the beach or something.
Yeah.
What do you do to relax? If you got nothing to do in a given day? What do you do?
Try to call Peyton a few times. He doesn't answer.
Wow.
And then
that's untrue. He never calls me.
That's untrue.
I don't know.
I do invasive FaceTime calls.
You called me today, but it was because you needed something.
That's right. Me and Jake were stuck on the roof.
You locked yourself out on the roof.
Yeah. But okay, mental health day for me. Honestly, it just depends. I like to go into YouTube rabbit holes.
Okay. Yeah. That's always fun.
I like to be cozy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like to be scared, spooky.
Yeah. You watch a scary movie or something?
Yeah, scary YouTube videos. Yeah, I like those. That's at night, but it just depends, really. What about you?
Yeah, I like movies. I like movies and snacks, popcorn, stuff. That's what I would do today. The beach is right here. It's California. That's another good way to spend the day.
You like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I cook a lot, so that's like a very zen thing to me. If I'm stressed out and busy, I think of like a complicated thing to cook that takes several hours, and then I throw myself into that.
Wow. You've always come across, even in high school, I always saw you as a chill dude.
Thanks. Yeah, I try to keep it chill.
Yeah. The only times I've really seen you super expressive is when you're acting in something or you're doing like a bit in a comedy thing, you know? I feel like you're a chill guy. You think that just naturally comes to you?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
You feel unchill? I don't remember seeing you angry very many times. Annoyed, maybe. I think maybe you get annoyed.
I get annoyed a lot. Yeah.
I remember once in high school I left you a very long voicemail. Like the bit was that I was just kept on talking, 6 or 7 minutes, a long time for a voicemail. And you told me like, hey, like I appreciate that it was a bit, but I really didn't like that, and I I had to listen to the whole thing, and like, just please don't do that again. I was like, all right,
Wait, for real?
yeah.
Oh my God.
That, I mean, it wasn't, you weren't angry, but you were annoyed.
Wow, I've forgotten a lot about high school and like this. I don't even know where to begin with that. We gotta take a quick break, but we'll be right back. Yeah, wow. Well, I want to apologize. I mean, I should have been I should have laughed more and been like he was doing a bit. That's my bad. It was immature of me to be that upset with you about that. Or annoyed.
I shouldn't have left you such a long voicemail.
I think that's hilarious. You know what's the funny thing? I've done that to multiple people. Yeah, I'm the bad guy.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, they don't have to listen to it all. You get the bit and delete it.
Yeah. I get a little anxious with that, especially when people send me a lot of reels.
Mm-hmm.
I feel obligated to watch every reel.
Okay.
I'm one of those people. There's a little bit of OCD in me.
Sure. Yeah, I'll watch any reel somebody sends me. Do you ever get one that's just really boring though, and you're thinking like, why did you send this?
Rarely.
Yeah.
Yeah, rarely. Yeah. My brother will send me stuff where it's the same like weird person doing the same bit for like a minute. I'm like, is there a twist at this? I really hope there's a twist, because if this is a minute of this, I'm not impressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How often are there twists?
Rarely. I mean, we can go through my meme history right now, but I'm really nervous about that. Like, what would be okay for Adobe Radio and our advertisers?
Yeah.
Well, speaking of this is not speaking of anything. This is actually a completely different subject change. The P. Diddy thing. Have you been following this?
Just a bit. He's accused of human trafficking, and he fled the country. Is that the gist of it?
Right, and then he's back in the country.
Okay.
I think he's back now. But yeah, he's been basically saying like everything's okay. He made a video and being like, you can't always believe what you hear, and that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's so far what's going on. My thing is, if Homeland Security and the FBI have come to your house, you usually have something. They've done their investigative process. There's something there.
Yeah, there's a lot of legal loopholes they have to jump through to be able to do that to begin with.
Yeah.
And if you're fleeing the country, like some people flee the country and never come back, like who is it, Roman Polanski? Like he just had to pack up, leave, and can never set foot in America again.
Yeah. He had an inappropriate. He did stuff with the kid.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I believe that's the max we can say on YouTube and everything. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's weird, like it's weird when people are like, I can't live here anymore. I've got to go change my life now. Like, whoa.
Man. Yeah, can you imagine?
Where would you go if you wanted to flee the country? If you had to flee the country, excuse me. Not wanted to flee the country.
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to.
Here's your choices.
Okay.
I'll give you the choices.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm curious to see what Peyton would choose here, too. All right? First one is I want to pull up a map of Africa because there's a specific country I'm looking for.
Okay.
Okay, you ready for this?
Yeah.
I'm going to go into Google Maps and zoom out. Thank you, Google. Look at the future. Look at where we're at. Okay, here it is. Here it is. If you had to flee the country,
mm-hmm.
would you go to Cameroon? Okay.
Okay.
That's right here in Africa.
Okay.
Cameroon. Okay. Or Kazakhstan. Okay. Cameroon or Kazakhstan.
All I know about Kazakhstan is the movie Borat, which I believe was not true to life.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I think that's not even what the country is like, and I don't think they filmed there. Cameroon, I know even less about, but I love Cameroon Crow, so I'll go with Cameroon.
Okay, Cameroon. Wow. All right. Now, remember, weather in Cameroon is going to be pretty humid. You're on the equator.
Yeah, I thought of that. I like the food on the equator, though. They eat spicy food. The closer you get to the equator, anywhere around the world, the spicier the food is. So that's a little fun piece of trivia.
Are you making that up?
I'm not making it up.
It feels like a made up thing.
No, people, spicy food helps kill bacteria in food, and the warmer it is around the equator, the more at risk you are of foodborne illness. So people evolved a taste for spicy foods along the equator.
Well, look at that. You're educated. That's great. That's awesome.
You got to know where to find spicy foods.
I love that. How about you, Peyton? Cameroon or Kazakhstan?
You said it's humid in
Cameroon?
Cameroon? I'm going to Kazakhstan.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know anything about it. So we're going to have a idiot abroad situation. Well, I'll figure out what's going down when I get there.
Now, wait a minute.
What do you mean? What?
I thought you liked hot weather. You don't like humid weather.
But humid is a different... Well, what's the weather like in... See, now I got to compare and contrast. What's the weather like in, what is it? You're making a face. What is it?
It's a little colder.
Oh, okay, then I'm not going.
Okay, that's what I mean. I know this guy. He
Okay.
hates cold. Hates cold.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just didn't have the information.
Okay.
I was uneducated.
There you go.
Yeah.
But you chose Kazakhstan, so sorry.
Well, but... Did I say final answer?
No.
Are we...
It's not
Are we-
Who
do we
Wants to
have-
Be a Millionaire?
But it could be.
This is the dumbest podcast in the world.
These answers are legally binding. We do have to relocate.
Yeah, okay. Cameroon, then, for
Okay.
you. Because
Gotcha.
it's cold.
I like spicy food.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know what? It's good. But I don't know anything about these places. Why did you pick these two places? I feel like there's something...
I chose them at random, honestly.
I don't believe you.
What?
You can What?
What's the game plan? I just Cameroon or Kazakhstan. That's crazy. To like, those are the most random places I could think of.
Yeah.
Where do you think I would fly?
I don't know. Where would you... Between the two or just in
Kazakhstan.
general? Okay.
More mountains. I can deal with the mountains. I can't deal with humidity.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do they ski in Kazakhstan?
Big skiing place, Kazakhstan.
Is it?
Yeah, huge.
Okay.
That's where skiing was invented, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
You're so full of shit.
No, if you look it up. Yeah, anybody,
I don't believe you.
Look it up then.
I don't wanna.
All right, man. Don't call me a liar on my show. That's kind of rude. No, they invented skiing in Kazakhstan. It was by the English pronunciation of the name is Gregory. But why are you guys laughing?
No, keep going. I'm learning something.
The English pronunciation is Gregory, but it's something like Grogog, and Barsanik. Gregor Barsanik, I believe, was the one who invented the specific shape of the skis, especially with the pointed up curves in the front.
Mm-hmm.
And they used to tie them together with yak or deer tendons, to get the shoes on there. It was big. It was big there, and then it eventually, through the Silk Road, got, the whispers of men who would glide down the mountain.
Whispers. Whispers of it along the Silk Road. Oh, there's men that glide down mountains.
That's just what the history says. That's what the history says.
The history says specifically that it was whispered about. It wasn't. Didn't catch on very quickly. But
no, it was in. I believe the Silk Road was when, Peyton?
When? Like what year?
It came really into fruition. Like it really spread, kind of like a plague, in 1108.
Oh, it was 1108.
Yeah, that's when it really broke.
I was going to say like 1732, but I think we're way off.
Now you're
My
just making
math
fun.
is-
No, you're being a little bit of an asshole.
No.
No, you
My
are.
my math was terrible.
No, you're being
No,
sarcastic.
my math
and
was actually
condescending about it,
terrible.
so it's
That's
fine.
on me.
No, we have a guest today, and it's like kind of annoying. Like we haven't seen him since high school. Kind of. No, I've seen him
I'm
before.
sorry.
Yeah, sorry, we
No,
saw
I'm
it.
sorry.
No, it's fine. Anyway, I'm full of fun facts too, Jake, and I'm really not just doing this to impress you. Okay.
Okay.
I'm not trying to one up your spice knowledge. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. Any other fun facts? You know about?
No. I know one fun fact.
You just know one fun fact.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. That's cool.
Do you know more than one?
Oh, I know a lot, and I'm not like trying to do a bit here. This is not a bit.
Yeah. I thought it was a bit until it went to 1108, and then I was like, okay, so this is the real history of skiing.
Give me. It's kind of like a party trick that I do. Give me any topic or anything like that, and I know like a really cool fun fact, or like you can name a country or an event, and I can give you a nice little fun fact about that. I'm a very worldly person,
About Kathmandu. That's a country, right?
No, it's not actually. Kathmandu is a old saying by the Appalachian families. Whenever there was a high chance of snow, they go, "That's Kathmandu's doing," and it's like a old folklore figure, kind of mythical.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Wow.
like he would bring the snow.
Yeah.
Kathmandu. Here comes the snow from Kathmandu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are a lot of your fun facts related to snow and snow sports?
Now that you mention it, I think that was just a coincidence.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why I said, yeah, that was just weird. Yeah, I'm not a liar.
No, clearly.
Nothing better than having to preface you're not a liar.
I could seriously do this the whole show. Oh my gosh. Are you still doing stand-up?
Not so much in California. It's a tough life to be out every night at the comedy clubs and stuff, and I was getting kind of tired of it. So when my wife got a job in California, I was like, "Hey, it's a sign from the universe to hang up the mic and focus on other things."
Yeah.
Yeah.
You miss it?
Yeah, I miss it. I mean, sometimes I'll think about getting back into it. LA is a tough town for it because there's like you get bumped by David Spade or something at the club. Like these people like that, real celebrities are coming in and bumping. Like it just seems really difficult to work your way up in LA versus Chicago. Chicago's just the best comedy town in the world.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, there's just tons of shows. The people really love going out to see independent comedy shows. So yeah.
Well, I told you this last time, and I mean this as a huge compliment. You give me good Tim Robinson vibes.
Thank you. Yeah, Tim Robinson's a funny guy. My first night in Chicago, I went to check out Second City, and he was there on the main stage at Second City. So that was a fun one. And then it's been fun to watch him continue.
Yeah. Was he just amazing?
Yeah, it was just hilarious. Him and Sam Richardson was on the same show. I forget who else was there, but
oh my God, I gotta tell you guys something. Okay. I want to show you guys, and I know I said I wouldn't be showing you something, but now I realize he actually he's coming on the show. He's LA based, and we're gonna try to get him in May, and it is by far some of the best live performance absurdism comedy I have ever seen in my life, and the timing on everything is absolutely incredible. You're gonna be blown away. Have you heard of Zach Tucker?
no.
Okay. Zach Tucker is a comedian, and he has this show called Jack Off Broadway. Jack Off Broadway. Like, just making sure everybody heard correctly. And let me send you. Here we go. Peyton, I'm sending this to you right now. Actually, I don't. Oh, fuck! Oh my God, this is the worst thing to do on a live podcast. This is the smartest thing in the world. This is why we needed our other. I can't send it. That's great. Yay! I can't send it. Awesome. Great. Here you go, Peyton. Awesome. Oh my God, this is the best thing to do. Jack Tucker. The timing on everything. I don't know how he does it. This is one of the reasons I want to bring him on the show. Like, how are you that connected with your producer on the show, where there's like sound effects that are happening while you're doing these improvised bits? It just blows me away. It's slightly absurdism, which I like, but it's so fast paced. I'm just blown away by it. We'll pull it up here in a little bit. We had actually another Martin Morrow, right? The stand-up comedian. Yep. He worked with Tim Robinson as well on one of the sketches.
Yeah,
and he said it was just a blast.
Oh yeah,
with him.
Yeah, I did. I knew Martin in Chicago.
Oh,
we did a lot of stand-up shows together.
Yeah, good guy. Big in wrestling. Started doing his own wrestling thing without any training. We got that story from him, which was crazy to do.
Yeah, that takes a lot of like athleticism. To, But yeah, he just went in no training.
Yeah, no training. His he started something with one of his buddies, and he's like, "Should we train for this?" And he's like, "Nah, it's all right." Like what?
All right.
Yeah.
I guess that's as zoomed in as we're gonna get.
Yeah, that's all good.
Let me start it over. Can you not start over on Instagram? We'll refresh the page.
Refresh the page. We can't hear anything either. So
No, I know.
Oh, okay. I'm just making sure.
100%. I just wanted to go, and we didn't plan this. I haven't talked to anyone before the show. No one. We all agree that that's about 100%. Man, this is the best show so far. New York Times critic pick. All right, but we all know how I got that. No. Yeah. Okay. So this is about 100%.
It's incredible.
My two best friends and co-creators are laughing, and so is my producer. So I don't give a fuck if anyone else is laughing. They're the ones paying for it, baby.
This is all improvised.
Yeah.
This is about 100%. So if I'm putting ads about there, you must be 100% the ride. You know what I'm talking about? Okay. So that's 100%. Then this would be about 70%. Yes. Okay. Don't heckle me. And then and so
This goes on for an hour.
This should be about 30%.
Anyway,
What is he on about?
No one's ever done math before.
it's totally like this. Like just it's nonstop non sequiturs and absurdism and randomized topics, I guess. He invited us on the show. So it's like, okay, great. I can't wait to go see him live. Because you as a stand-up comedian, like whenever you wrote jokes, like you kind of refine it, you know, you're trying to find the wording of it as you perform it.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have any improv elements while you were doing your stand-up stuff?
Not really. Not a ton. Yeah, like you write something. Usually I had a rough draft the first time I did a bit, and then the more, you know, rewrite it afterwards and afterwards. Eventually, like for me, it would be pretty much word for word.
Mm-hmm.
There's an economy of words to it. Like how many words am I wasting to get to the laugh? You know what I mean? But yeah, some people are great at more improvisation, and I think that's what does well on TikTok. You see like a bunch of people just crowd work and stuff, but that was never quite my style.
Gotcha. Have you ever tried to do crowd work?
Sure, a couple times. Like especially as the host of the show or something, then it's good to like connect with the audience a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any heckler stories?
Heckler stories, not great hecklers stories. They usually get thrown out. I mean, something I remember is the one time there was like a 15-year-old girl in the front row, which was not typical. And then there was a 15-year-old boy next there, and I was like, this is so unfunny to bring back later if you had to be there, but I was kind of like, hey, you guys are the same age. You got a love connection coming up here. And they were both very embarrassed. So I was like, all right, I'm sorry. I was 15 when I was your age, so I know how it feels.
I was 15 when I was your age. Of course you were. Yeah, that's the heckling stories. I love watching those heckling compilations on YouTube and how they get taken care of.
Yeah,
it still amazes me that people still heckle at those kind of things.
Yeah, well, a lot of people like think that that's what a comedy show is. They've never really been to many, and they just have seen it in a movie or something. And, okay, I'm supposed to yell at this guy, and a lot of times they just get thrown out. There's security, and it's like, all right, goodbye.
Yeah.
Then the energy of the room has gone to zero, and you have to then bring it back up. Like, all right, we're still having fun here. All right.
Yeah. It's so interesting to. We live in such a weird time where, like pre-internet days, which I'm sure you remember, where you work on something, right? And you work on it, you refine it, and then basically the place where you're able to do it for most people is in front of a live audience, right?
Yeah.
But now we can just keep spamming like social media and just like, oh, I did this, I could put it out there, and I wonder if you lose some of the importance of the rehearsal process of like really refining something because you can spam it. You have like, oh, I can do it again and again and again. But like whenever you're doing something for like a live audience, usually you only have like a handful of shows that you can do. So you have to make sure like, okay, is this what we want to do? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I don't know if something is lost there in the creative process.
Yeah. Feels like probably there is. And there's, I don't know, it feels more rushed nowadays to like, you feel like you're being beaten to the market by everybody else and you need to be like making something fast. I don't know if people have the patience to spend a lot of time crafting something, outside of the view of the world before showing something off.
Yeah. Actually, do you do editing as well?
Mm-hmm.
When do you find, and what do you edit exactly?
What do I edit? My cooking videos I shoot and I edit on Final Cut.
Okay, great. So when do you feel like it's done?
I don't know. I guess when it's just all polished. There's this open screen in LA where it's kind of like an open mic, but for short films and stuff. And then when it's almost done, I usually show it there and then see what got laughs and stuff like that. So that's very similar to stand-up in a way. And it feels very similar to hear a crowd laughing at these ideas that I came up with.
Yeah.
But then in a totally different way because I'm also sitting there. But then I'll go back and refine and I don't know. Eventually I look at it and think, okay, there's nothing left that I would really change. There's nothing that I think I can improve.
There's nothing that so the way you figure that out is like if nothing stands out in a negative way, you're like, okay, this is it.
Yeah.
Is that kind of the same for you, Peyton, with your editing stuff?
Well, with a lot of the stuff now, it's just legit when I'm out of time. I keep going till I have no more time left.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. So even the stuff that you turn in, do you feel like I could still fine tune on this and this and this?
Yeah, of course. Because, I'm in a position now where it's got to be multiple things turned out in a day. It's like all of them can't get the same love and care I'd love to give to every single, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's just legit not the time.
And it feels kind of similar to like self-tapes to a certain degree. I feel like with certain tapes, I'm like, man, I'm 99% there or 98% there. Do I really want to do it again just for that like little thing at the end? Will that make a huge difference, or is this good enough? And I don't like saying good enough because it's like I have the ability to do it again, but is it really going to make that difference? Because I've done that before, and it's been hit and miss to where I'm like, oh wow, I'm glad I redid it, and then another time where I'm like, no, this is the same thing. Nobody's gonna discern the difference between this tape and that tape.
Yeah.
And I was just curious if it felt anywhere similar like that with the editing process. Yeah, because I don't edit. I really don't do like heavy editing. I find it very tedious. It drives me crazy.
What's your percentage, you think, that a self-tape that you're like, that I think is 100% the best I could do versus like, I didn't quite get there, but I'm sending it?
In the past 6 months, I feel like 9 out of 10, and that 1 out of 10 is probably at a 98, 99%.
Okay.
Where there was probably a time constraint.
Mm-hmm.
Because there were days where I had literally 3 self-tapes to do in one day.
Yeah.
And I don't have the luxury of, let me relax into this role a little bit. Let me take my time. Let me take a few hours, because I have the same reader, and they can't stick around for 5 hours. I mean, God bless my brother. I'm like, cool, you could take a break. I'm going to go work on this one. I'll let you know when I'm ready. And then,
yeah,
because that's also another thing, like finding I'm really lucky to have readers on call.
Yeah. I'm lucky in like stuff like that I've never been a perfectionist. I just think like the more you do, the better you get. So I'm never like, nothing I work on, I really obsess about it being perfect. I just think like, let's do it, and then we'll do another, and then over time, whatever you're working on, like I think always gets better, right? Undeniably.
You think so?
Yeah. You don't? What do you think?
I think there are 2 paths or 3 paths. I think the first path is people plateau.
Okay. Yeah.
They plateau for a long time. And then the other one is, they do get better. For sure. That is just it's a steady increase, but they do get better. And then the third one, I feel like a lot of people drop off.
Yeah.
At a certain point. They just drop off.
Okay. They're not putting the work in or something.
They just quit.
Mm.
Or they don't put the work in, because they don't want to, or life comes up. I'm not saying it's like it's not a judgment on their character necessarily, but just sometimes life happens and you're like, I can't do this anymore, or you know what, this is not for me, and that's acceptable too. Mm-hmm. But I will say this: I want to be very careful with my wording here because, oh boy, I am astounded at actors. I've been teaching acting, and I feel it's important to set the parameters and the standards in the first class and what you expect, and stick to those standards. Otherwise, people either take advantage of that or they get lazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you're setting the tone of the first class, do you ever do like when Willy Wonka came out and pretended he had a bad limp, but then he does a cartwheel and I can walk just fine? Do you ever do that to a class full of new faces?
I can show you what I do if you're cool with it.
Okay.
You guys want to see? Is that cool with you guys?
Absolutely.
All right, cool. I guess I should just walk in then.
Yeah, you want to do the whole thing?
Yeah, I'll just walk
Yeah, okay. You just want us to like sit here?
Yeah.
Just okay.
Right now.
Yeah, we'll just.
So like you guys can make like some talking, like I heard about this
Okay.
class.
Yeah. Oh, I heard this teacher's really good.
Yeah, I got a coupon. I was just like in a newspaper.
Oh, really?
So just kind of thing. Yeah, it seemed a little desperate.
Yeah, the wording. I saw the same ad. It was very desperate.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Yes.
That's him.
Hi. How's it going? Thank you for coming in today. My name is Wesam. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just got some really bad news actually. I don't like to bring in, this kind of negativity right on the first class, but I'm so sorry. I don't know how to.
Oh my gosh, is he okay?
I don't know.
There was a major earthquake in Cameroon.
Yeah.
It has decimated the entire spice trade. And if that wasn't bad enough, something to do with the fault line, but Kazakhstan is gone.
You're really torn up about this.
That's acting.
That's you come in and you just what is the benefit of this? I want to know from a teaching standpoint.
First of all, I licked this mic. I don't know how I did it, but I licked it right at the end, and that tastes terrible. And your question to answer, what are the benefits?
Yeah.
That's acting is real. Okay, you don't know when acting's gonna happen.
Oh,
right. So I do something similar with the Willy Wonka thing.
So
Yeah.
all your
What is
students
real?
are just like, wow. Like I thought Kazakhstan had fallen into the earth in a fault line.
Yeah.
And wow.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's acting.
So if I was in the class, I would stand up and say, teach me to do that.
And I'd be like, that'll cost you $1,000 up front.
Counting out my...
You got to join the Wesam's acting school. And
Yeah.
that's a subscription that is cha-ching.
How long's the program?
9 years.
9 years.
For $1,000?
No. No, man. You will go broke. But you'll be a great actor.
Okay, good. That's an
Yeah.
investment, at least.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's an investment.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm
Write
not,
it off.
I'm not here to make you a millionaire. I'm here to make you a great actor.
Oh, we're slowly turning into. You got to come to Hollywood right now. You got to come join the WAC.
WAC.
The Wesam acting. Oh, wait, what's the C stand for? Wesam acting
Class?
class. Maybe.
What if they're like, hey, what does the C stand for? Shut up! Oh,
Well,
Oh,
you'll
God.
find out at $10,000 what the C stands for.
there you go. There you go. You guys want to join?
Yeah.
Sign me up.
Link below
Yeah.
in the description. Man, that was funny. That was so funny.
Yeah.
That's how I set the standards. But no, I really do set the standards. If you're not off book, don't even bother doing the scene.
Okay.
No, I'm being
That's
serious.
for real?
Yeah,
Well, how long do they have the script?
enough.
Okay.
You have plenty of enough time.
Mhm.
The scenes, like you're not getting a whole script, but you're getting sides. You should be off book. I mean, do you want to do this or not?
Yeah.
Do you want to do this, Jay? Yeah, I think just basic professionalism is important.
Yeah. I think William Shatner had like lines written on the set that he could look at. And he's as professional as they come.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. I had a not going to mention the name. A guy would never know his lines. He was a very seasoned actor. They had to bring a teleprompter for him.
Wow.
Teleprompter. A teleprompter.
Mm-hmm. On the set of a show.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Also, on the last day of set, he was shadowboxing a lot.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Like he just
Shadowboxed in between setups.
Does it just keep him going?
Yeah,
Is
and
it
I
just-
think he was trying to impress his lady that he brought into set that was a lot younger than him.
Ah.
And then the crew was talking so much shit. I love crew members. I love crew members because they don't bullshit ever.
Yeah.
If they don't like somebody, they'll just say it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's long hours on those sets. You don't have the energy to pretend everything's peachy.
Yeah, especially when they when you are the one that they are there for long hours because you don't know their lines. But
Yeah.
we'll be right back after this quick break. And we're back. What's on your shirt? Cactus? Cacti?
Yeah. Cacti.
Yeah. Does it bring you strength?
It allows me to keep all my fluids inside.
Oh,
Yeah. Because like a cactus in the desert,
yeah.
it's full of. I used to think you could just cut a cactus and it would be like a canteen or something.
Oh,
But because they talk about there being moisture in the desert in the cactus. But I guess if you're dying of thirst, you just like chew on the flesh and there's like a little bit of moisture in there.
oh, you're supposed to just chew it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You're not gonna find like drinkable water in there.
Oh, there's not like a fruit in there?
I mean, I don't know. It's not like you're not gonna be able to pour out water out of a cactus.
Gotcha. Movies have lied to me. I've seen people like eat out of a cactus. Like there's something in there.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
know.
aloe. Maybe there's some aloe gel in there, right?
Can you eat the aloe raw though?
I don't know. I've seen people in movies do it. That's why I'm saying like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, we need to figure this out. Damn it, I wish Alex was here.
He knows everything about the desert.
She does.
She does.
Yeah, yeah. She's a big. She got her master's in desert.
Wow.
Yeah.
So she knows all about desert. You know all about snow. You got between the two of you, you've got everything.
Well, no, like everything. Like I know a little bit about everything. Don't,
Oh, okay.
don't just say snow on my show.
Okay. All right.
Cut this out. I'm gonna berate Jake for the.
Nothing's toxic. Edibles
Really?
a question, but
Okay.
yeah. Both the pads and the fruit are edible, but caution should be taken with both harvesting and preparation. Okay, so there's probably some health risks.
Yeah.
If you just
I
pop
remember
it open.
I remember having a burn and I put raw aloe on it and it worked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good for burns.
Yeah.
I want you to know while I was trying to look this up, the first thing that popped up was, can you eat cactus in Minecraft? So before we
Whoa.
even get to survival stuff, Minecraft comes first.
Can you eat cactus in Minecraft?
That's a good question. I didn't search that, but now that you bring it up,
I'm really curious about this now. Oh, we
You
need
big
to talk about
Minecraft
something
guy?
else too. No. I wanted to, but then it got too complicated. There's
no,
too many
you
di-
can't.
Damn.
Can't. You can make cactus salad though if you prep it with other ingredients.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you play video games?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. You Elden Ring fan?
Never played it.
Okay. DLC for Elden Ring is coming out. I don't know. Have you saw the news about this?
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know what to do?
Should I start? I'm right at the. I've already beaten it.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I should start a new game
No.
plus or just leave it where it's at, right?
Just leave it where it's at.
Okay, I can
Yeah.
do that. Okay, cool.
Unless you have the time and energy to replay the entire game again and then do the DLC on top of that.
No, I don't want to do that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll just keep my character
Yeah.
where it's at. Okay, cool. I'll just start playing again just to get more familiar with the controls.
Yeah.
Maybe pick up some smithing stones just in case new weapons, that kind of thing.
Don't know what that means, but yeah.
That's right. You haven't played it?
Well, I mean, like, I played it, but then I went, like, good game, not for me. And then I
Oh.
stopped.
That's right. You don't have taste. I forgot.
Wow.
I just
Says the
forgot that.
Shadow of the Colossus Defender.
Yeah. Great game. Shadow of the Colossus. Have you played it?
Never played it. Heard it's good.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
You-
Good
you heard
story. Good story.
Good
That's
story.
very important. Good story.
yeah, great story.
Yeah.
It's a fun concept.
That's it.
Ah,
Like fighting giants, you got to climb up giants. And,
Yeah.
You
and
don't
kill
like
them.
That's the thing. If you could climb up the giants, it just kind of doesn't work.
Oh,
Mm.
no, that's the thing. You have to have skill.
Oh, but no.
But-
See,
oh,
that's
but
where
yeah.
that's where we're wrong because we've seen their track record with games in the future, and no, they just don't know how to make controls in a video game.
That I will give you. What is that second game they made?
The Last Guardian. And everybody went like, this is shit. And it's like, oh, well, if we would retrace our fucking steps back to Shadow of the Colossus, we
No.
would see it is all here. All the red flags are here.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't grow up with that shit.
Okay. Jake, sorry I have to be around for this. Sorry
No.
about this, man.
Yes.
Peyton's really changed. Okay. He's got this editing job now for a big fancy guy
Wow.
and doesn't return my calls.
Mhm.
Wants to just use my apartment whenever his electricity goes out.
Okay. Is that often?
It's a little too often at this point now. It's kind of getting weird. This has been twice in the span of a month. Power has gone out in my apartment, and it has been on 2 very big editing days where it's like, oh, this shit needs to be done today, and it's like, oh fuck. Hey, Wesam, do you have power? It was from that rain drizzle yesterday.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's it. I lost power from that for like 5 hours.
There was a lot of places. A lot of places lost power. We lost power briefly, but they came back on. I don't know what happened. There was some major thing that must have happened.
Wasn't there like a New York earthquake that people supposedly felt in California?
What?
As well,
They
that's
didn't
what
feel anything. They're fucking dumb.
Okay.
They're dumb if they say that. Those are people who want attention and are losers. Okay?
I think I feel earthquakes sometimes, and there is none. So, like, if I happen to have that feeling when there is an earthquake in New York, I'd probably be walking. I felt it actually. I can feel it in California.
That's actually my wife. She keeps, I think like twice a day, she goes like, did we just have an earthquake? And I'm like, no, she just feels shit.
Twice a day?
Dude, it happens all the time. She'll just say, was that an earthquake? And it's like, I don't think so. Like, I'm exaggerating with twice a day,
Okay,
but
all right.
it happens a lot.
Go to a doctor immediately.
Like, I think
Another earthquake.
I think she really misinterprets, like, people are walking by our door, like, I think there's a fucking earthquake. And I always gotta be like, I don't think so.
That's funny, bro. I want to bring back the word loser.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really felt good saying that.
Has
Yeah.
it left?
Yeah.
No.
Has it?
I don't know. I haven't said it in a while. you're a loser.
Mhm.
You're dumb and a loser.
Yeah.
Like those two things. Holy shit.
Dumb
You have
loser.
work to do on yourself.
Yeah. It's good to combine, like, you're a no-talent loser.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you say, oh, you have no talent. People are like, okay. You're a no-talent loser.
Yeah. There's something about the loser that really sticks it to them.
Yeah.
I've been doing this while driving, and I find it works so much better than getting angry, like yelling or flipping people off. It's literally just doing this.
Mm.
Yeah.
I've heard people recommend that. There's one guy who's talking about he does a thumbs down
Ooh.
at people, and that hurts.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? And I see it in their faces because they don't get angry. They're like but then they're like it's like that.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? I'm on my high horse when I do it, and I love it.
Yeah.
And I feel like I should be there. I'm on the mountain of right.
Yeah. Feels good. Just be disapproving.
Yeah.
Like, no, that's not.
Bring back disapproving.
Yeah.
People need that.
Mm-hmm.
You want like public shaming?
Oh, I would love public shaming, especially if I was emperor. Yeah. Public shaming.
Gotcha.
Bring back those things in the news articles like idiot of the week, loser of the week.
Was that
Sure,
a
the way-
thing?
No, but I'm just saying.
Okay. I was like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
Dude, I'd be crushed if I was in fucking Idiot of the Week.
Yeah, and you'd better yourself after it.
I don't know.
You
I
would.
feel like I would just spiral.
You would?
Yeah.
Then bye.
Yeah. The key to life is to bounce back from being loser of the week. If you can't bounce back, then you weren't cut out for this.
Damn.
You know? Yeah.
There you go.
Some
Yeah.
people spiral. That's the last you see of them is the idiot of the week. That's the highlight of their life. So I was idiot of the week.
That's actually true. And some of those, you know what? Yeah. Like that girl who got famous for licking the toilet seat on an airplane.
What?
Yeah. She got famous for doing that.
Man, I always do stuff like that and forget to record it. I could have been famous too.
No, man, you don't want that, Jake. You don't want that.
Well, it's better than licking the toilet and not getting famous, right?
You don't do that. This is going to millions of people. This is the clip they use whenever, like...
Whenever I die next week from being poisoned from licking toilets.
The doctor's like, it's an infection we've never seen before. This is patient 0. Shit. My God. Yeah. A bunch of losers out there, man. One of my favorite things is when somebody comes to class and is like, I didn't work on it.
Yeah.
Like on the scene. And then I'm like, okay. Next.
You paid to be here.
Yeah, like
It's thousands of dollars.
thousands of dollars.
Yeah. Do you call your students losers in class?
Not in class.
Wow. I think that would whip them into shape, though.
Yeah.
Can you not agree or disagree on air?
No one has done anything so bad yet
Oh,
where I would call them a loser.
okay.
I have said to people, that was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's
That's
productive.
Yeah, exactly. And then they were like, yeah, we know. And I'm like, yeah. And then and then the people who come in not prepared, and I go, there's nothing I could do. All right, have a seat. Next person.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That to me should make you want to, like, oh fuck, I gotta come prepared next time. I don't want to be embarrassed like that again.
Yeah.
I mean, that's part of growing, though, right? Like growing up and being better. Can you imagine if you were editing these videos and doing a terrible job, which you're not, but they were just like, ooh, let's just tell them we don't need them anymore. And not telling you why.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, okay, bummer, okay.
Yeah.
And you thinking, oh, I was a good editor.
That's a fear of mine.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's not.
Shit.
I have had moments where like I send something in
Mhm.
and they legit just want like a couple changes and I just go like, oh, I fucking fucked it up.
Yeah.
And I tell Mads, I'm like, I'm ruined. I can't. I send in the change and she's like, do you actually think they're like gonna get rid of you? I'm like, maybe. Who knows?
No, you do a great job, man.
Thank you.
And I really mean that. And I don't want to ever lie to you.
Thank
you actually
you.
do a great. He does a great job editing.
Let's end Adobe with that. That's
All right.
Good.
On a compliment on you.
Yeah.
You do need work. So that's all of our
Shit.
time here on Adobe Radio. The show continues on. Make sure you tune in tomorrow on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts for the full episode. If you want to follow Jake Mckenzie on Instagram, it's
Tex_Conway.
there you go. The show continues on. Did not expect that.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's
Tech?
Tex.
Oh,
Tex. Mm-hmm. Conway.
Well, before we go,
Mhm.
how awesome it is. How awesome is it to reconnect with me?
It's been great.
I will say this. I'm really excited to read your script.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm excited to hear your thoughts.
Yeah.
I think we have a similar sense of humor, so I think you'll find the I think it'll hit you right in the funny bone.
Yeah. He's written a horror comedy.
No shit. My
Yeah.
favorite genre. Right there.
Yeah, me too.
So I was telling him about you. I'd love for you guys to connect at some point because you've done some great horror stuff as well. And I'm excited to read it after Sunday. So Sunday will be my busiest day this week.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and I wanna do something. I wanna film something where I'm really, really excited about, a passion thing. So I'm hoping this is that thing, honestly. And getting the right people involved. I was telling him how me and Derek Mears met up for coffee a while back. The actor I was telling you about has done a lot of horror stuff. We've been wanting to work on a project together. So I'm hoping this might be it.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed.
Yeah, that'd be rad.
Yeah. Are you doing more food videos soon? Do you do it weekly, monthly, or does it come and go?
About once a month.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the next one?
There's something that was big in the 60s, they would tell you about in magazines, as dishwasher salmon. And you wrap a salmon up in tinfoil and you put it in your dishwasher and run a cycle with detergent and dishes in there. And it was it's before Instant Pots and Crock Pots, and it was pitched as this you can't mess it up. Are you sick of messing up dinner? Put your salmon in the dishwasher and that'll cook it. So I'm gonna try this, give it a fair shake, see how cooked the salmon is, see how the salmon tastes. I'm gonna run it with detergent while I clean my other dishes, and theoretically, if it's wrapped tightly enough in aluminum foil, you're not gonna taste any detergent on your salmon. But I'm gonna put that to the test, and we'll find out.
You sound like a crazy person.
It's I found a
Jake, no, we gotta address this, man. Don't put detergent in there.
Do it. I'm afraid I must, to be accurate with this is a real recipe from the 1960s.
Don't.
It just won't be the same.
All right.
We got to conserve water. This is California. You can't.
We're fine on that.
Oh,
had some
wow,
good rain.
yeah.
We've had some good rain. We're gonna be okay. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy.
It was demonstrated on The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson in 1975.
Yes.
They televised this and said, do it. A dish any fool can prepare.
That's the whole thing. It's foolproof is the idea.
Well, I can't wait. That's the clip, by the way. Thanks for coming on, man. This was a blast.
Thanks for having. Yeah.
Yeah.
Had a great time.
We'll hang out soon, and yeah, man. Do you have a YouTube channel for this cooking, or is it just basically on your Instagram?
You can find it on YouTube at Tex_Conway.
That's awesome.
Cross-platform synergy.
Play us out, Peyton. Thanks, everybody. That was Jake. Had a blast today. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, comment below on your favorite dishwasher dish, whatever that might be. Always remember to listen, think, and then talk. Bye.